Okay, we live?
And you're good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to our beginner class, White, Yellow, Orange. This will be our first White, Yellow, Orange class online. And it's just meant for you guys to train at home. We're going to do this for the next 2 weeks. Our goal is to reopen the school for classes here on the 1st. And so let's all keep our fingers crossed that we can do that. In the meantime, we're going to do classes, live classes every Monday and Thursday. And it will be at this time. And then you can, they will be saved on YouTube so you can train every day, give you guys something to do. There's also going to be extra content that we're going to be putting on. Like, for example, Ceci is going to read a book to the children tomorrow, do a storytelling. Nolan's going to do something cool with the kids, non-taekwondo related. So am I. Valerie's going to do cooking with Valerie. So you guys can be at home cooking maybe mini pizzas with the kids. Get something to do with the kids at home. Keep them busy because they're going to go stir crazy after a while. So we're trying to provide this service for you guys. So we're going to do a beginner class right now. But let's bow in first, sir.
All right, kids. Let's face Master Garmin. Chit. Sagunke Kinyin.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Annyeonghaseyo, sir.
All right, let's face our student creed. And you want to read it off, sir?
Yes, sir. All right, kids, put our hands on our heart. Those of you at home, also put your hands on your heart. We'll recite the student creed. Nice and loud, kids. I intend to develop myself in a positive manner.
I intend to develop myself in a positive manner.
To avoid anything that reduces my mental growth.
To avoid anything that reduces my mental growth.
Or physical health. I intend to develop self-discipline.
I intend to develop self-discipline.
In order to bring out the best in myself.
In order to bring out the best in myself.
And others. I intend to learn in class.
I intend to learn in class.
Constructively and defensively. To help myself and fellow men. And to never be abusive or offensive. Good job, kids. Turn around, face me. Chit. Sagunke Kinyin. All right, kids, those of you at home who are joining us, before we start, if you have any socks on, please take them off, okay? We don't want you to accidentally slip while we're doing these warm-ups and while we're doing our class, okay? So if you have socks on, now's the time to take them off and set them aside. And right now, who I have in my class, I have Miss Vicky over here on the one side, Mr. Jeremy on the other side, and Miss Miley. They're going to be helping us with the class. So you guys can look to them for examples and follow along with what we're doing. All right, kids. So just like what we do at our regular classes, we're going to go ahead and starting with our warm-ups, all right? So what we're going to start with first is fast feet, kids, all right? So I want everyone at home and my helpers right here. We're going to open up our legs a little bit. You can see me in the camera. Open up our legs, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to move our feet as fast as we can. Mr. Jeremy, can you demonstrate, sir? Just like that, okay? Ready, kids? And at home, ready? Join with us. And fast feet, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good, and stop. All right, and the next drill now, what we're going to do is we're going to do high knees. So Miss Miley over here, she's going to demonstrate. So for those of you who've done high knees before in class, we put our hands in front of our belts. And Miss Miley, she's going to try to bring her knees to her hands. Go, Miss Miley. Good job. All right. And make sure, kids, when we did that, Miss Miley, remember, when we do our high knees, we want to keep our hands here, okay? We don't want to put our hands down and start tapping our knees, okay? Keep your hands up and bring your knees up to your hands, okay? Ready, kids? And hands up on your belts. Ready, and high knees, go. Good, and relax. All right, now we're going to combine the two, okay? So we're going to do fast feet and high knees. So when I say fast feet, Miss Vicky, she's going to demonstrate. I'm going to say fast feet, go. And as she's doing the fast feet, she's going to use her listening skills, and I'm going to go ahead and call out high knees, go. Fast feet, high knees. Just like that, all right, kids? So get ready, kids, ready? And my helpers here on the mat, ready? Have our legs apart. We'll start with fast feet first. Ready, and fast feet, go. And high knees, go. Fast feet. High knees. Fast feet. Faster feet. You two at home, let me see faster feet. Ready? Fast feet. Go, 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 go. Faster feet. And relax. Good job, kids. All right, so we're going to add something else, right? So you guys at home, we usually do jumping jacks, but on this one, we're going to switch it up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our feet jumping jacks, but our hands are actually going to stay in, all right? So we're going to put our hands in, and we're just going to do jumping jacks like this. In and out, okay? So my helpers are going to go ahead and do that. Ready? And we're going to go jumping jacks, feet, go. Make sure you guys have your hands onto your side. And relax. So make sure, kids, when you do your jumping jack feet, make sure you get your feet together and then open up, all right? And now we're gonna do something different. We've done it a little bit with some of the classes. It's called running feet, okay? So we're gonna do the opposite of sideways, but we're gonna go up and down, all right? So we're gonna go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, as fast as we can, okay? So ready? And my helpers are gonna do it with me. Ready, and go. Wanna have your hands up. Good, and relax. All right, and Mr. Jeremy, just like what we did with our fast feet and our high knees, we're gonna switch it up in between our jumping jack feet and our running feet. So Mr. Jeremy, ready? Jumping jack feet, go. And running feet, go. Good, and relax. All right, those of you at home, students, we're gonna go ahead and do that, all right? So I'm gonna test your listening skills, ready? And we're gonna do a jumping jack feet first, ready? And jumping jack feet, go. Smiley, hands up a little bit. Good job, miss. And running feet, go. And jumping jack feet. Running feet. Jumping jack feet. At home, go ahead and stop and relax now. Try to catch your breath. All right, kids. So now we're gonna jump into our push-ups and our sit-ups. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 sets of push-ups, 10 each, and then 2 sets of sit-ups, 15 each, all right? So I'm gonna have Mr. Jeremy, he's gonna go right here in the middle. Make sure you're in the camera, Mr. Jeremy, and turn sideways. See, there we go. So he's gonna go to his push position. So we could do it either way, okay? So we could either go on our toes or we could put our knees on the ground. Okay, but we wanna make sure that we have our back straight. And just like in class, we're gonna make sure we bend our elbows, okay? Mr. Jeremy, go ahead and do 3. All right,
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir.
good job. Stand up, Mr. Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, what you're gonna do at home is you're gonna count on your own and you're gonna do 10, okay? So let me go ahead and see everyone here. Go to your push-up position. Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, those of you at home also, let me see you in push-up position, all right? And we're gonna do 10. So I may not be able to see you guys, but make sure you do your 10 push-ups, okay? So that's one of our tenets of Taekwondo is integrity, okay? Being honest, especially when we're doing our workouts, okay? So make sure you guys do 10 push-ups. Ready? And go. You should bend those elbows, keep the back straight. And when you're done at home, go ahead and sit Taekwondo 10 at your spot. Good job. Now I'm gonna have Miss Vicky. She's gonna go right here, Miss Vicky, and she's gonna turn sideways. Good job. And she's gonna lie down. She's gonna demonstrate our crunches. So when our crunches, remember we go ahead and we lie down, we bend our legs. We wanna keep our feet off of the ground, and we're gonna put our hands behind our head. And we're gonna try to touch our elbows to our knees. We're gonna do 15. Miss Vicky, she's gonna go ahead and demonstrate 3. Go ahead.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir.
Good job. All right, so those of you at home, go ahead and make sure you have an open area. Go ahead and lie down. My kids over here, go ahead and lie down, turn sideways. And we're gonna bend our legs, keep those feet off of the ground, put our hands behind our head, and try to touch our elbows to your knees. We're gonna do 15. Ready, and go. Make sure you do all 15, kids at home. And mom and dad, if you're at home watching your kids and watching this live stream, please count along with your kids. Make sure that they're doing all 15. All right, and we're gonna go back to our push-ups and we're gonna do 10 more, all right? So my kids here and my kids at home, go ahead and do those 10 more push-ups. Ready? And go. Good job. Make sure you guys are bending your arm just like Mr. Jeremy is. Keeping your back straight like Miss Vicky. Good. And keeping your head straight just like Miss Miley is doing over there. Good job. All right, kids. So we're gonna do one more set of 15 on our sit-ups. Ready? So go ahead and lie down. Again, have those hands behind your head, legs bent, feet off the ground, and try to touch those elbows to your knees. Ready? And 15, go. Good job. Make sure you guys try to keep your neck straight. And my students at home, try to keep your neck straight also. You don't want to move them back and forth, okay? You want to work the abs, the core. Good job, kids. All right, so those of you sitting Taekwondo 10 at home, now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch. We're going to put our legs out in front, Both legs up, toes facing up. And make sure when you try to touch your toes, try to keep your legs straight, okay? And put your head down, okay? Ready? And reach for your toes. Ready, my kids here? Give me strong ki. Aya!
Aya!
Good. And I'm going to count. Ready? Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, piddle, ahop, yo. Good job, kids. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and twist our back side to side. So it's very similar to what we're doing at home, Mom and Dad. We're doing it the same thing that we do in classes, okay? So your kids should be catching on pretty easily with what we're doing. All right, kids, and everyone at home and everyone here, let's go ahead and keep those legs straight and reach your toes one more time. Aya!
Aya!
And I'll count. Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, pirul, ahop, yol. Good job. All right, so now we're gonna keep one leg straight and we're gonna bend the other one for hurdle stretch. And remember, we wanna try to make that letter L. All right, so we're gonna reach for our toes on the straight leg, try to keep your legs straight, and we'll see who can touch their head to their leg. Ready? And to the straight leg. Aya!
Baho!
And count. Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, pirul, ahop, yol. And we're gonna touch our head to our knee, ready? Down to the bent knee. Aya!
Baho!
And count. Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, pirul, ahop, yol. Good. All right, and kids, we're going to switch it up to the other side. Keep that L, one leg straight, one leg bent, and reach for the straight leg. Try to keep that leg straight, and aya,
Aya!
and count. Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, perul, ahop, yo. Good, and we're going to reach over to the bent knee. Try to touch your head to your knee. Ready, and to the bent knee, aya.
Baho!
Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, perul, ahop, yo. All right, kids, let's bring our legs in for a butterfly stretch. And when we do our butterfly stretch, bring those feet together and try to bring it as close to your body as you can. And bounce those knees up and down. All right, let's push those knees down to the ground. And try to reach your head to your toes. Aya!
Baho!
And count. Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, pirul, ahop, yo. Good job. All right, kids, let's open up our legs for splits position. Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so those of you who are at home, make sure you try to open up your legs as wide as you can. All right, and try to keep those legs straight and keep the toes facing up. All right, kids, ready? And reach over to one leg. Aya! Aya! And count. Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, perul, ahop, yol. And to the other leg. Aya!
Baho!
And Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, perul, ahop, yol. Last one, put our hands up in the air, kids, hands up in the air. Those of you at home, put your hands up in the air. And we're gonna reach down to the middle. Aya! Aya!
Baho!
Hana, dul, set, net, da, se, ya, se, ilga, pirul, ahop, yo. Good job, kids. All right, so try to bring your legs in, back in slowly, 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 slowly. Good job, kids. All right, go ahead and stand up. All right, and if you're at home and you actually use your uniform to do this class, good job, extra credit. Go ahead and fix your uniform. Those of you who are in your sweats or in your pajamas, that's fine also, all right? But at this time, we're gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to get a quick water break, okay? So now's your chance. We're gonna take a couple seconds to do that. All right. And let's give you guys a 10-second countdown for you at home. If you're running all the way to the kitchen, give you a little bit more time to come back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Miss Smiley just made it. Good job, Miss Smiley, for hustling. All right, kids. So for this cycle, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our stance forms, okay? So we're going to try to modify it a little bit just in case you have a small area in your living room, but nonetheless, you're still going to be practicing your stance forms and exercising your legs. All right, my helper's on the mat. Let's face the front, hands behind our back, and trip. Kanye. And Jumbi. All right, my helper's on the mat. Let's sound off. Ready? And repeat after me. Say stance forms.
Stance form, sir.
Good job. All right, so the first stance we're going to practice is forward stance, okay? So kids, what we're going to do is we're going to lift up our left leg, and we're going to go ahead and step forward, and we're going to bend that leg in front and keep that leg and back straight, okay? And we're going to hold it there for a few seconds, okay? So my helper's going to do that forward stance. Make sure you go ahead and bend that front leg. Good. This way we're going to condition our legs, make it a little bit stronger. Good. And feet together. All right, now I'm going to take the other leg. Ready? Step forward with the other leg. And big forward stance. Bend the front leg. Keep that back leg straight. Okay. And also with my back leg on my forward stance, I want to make sure that I am not on my tippy toes like this. I want to make sure my foot is flat. Okay. So back leg, my foot is flat. Back leg is straight. And front leg is bent. Good, and relax. Feet together again. All right, our next stance is back stance. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our left leg first, okay? So with my left leg, I wanna keep my toes facing forward. And I'm gonna have my feet together. My right leg, I'm gonna have that toe facing to the side. So if I look down on my feet, I should see an L with my feet. Good. All right, so I'm gonna take that leg where my toes are facing forward, and I'm gonna slide it forward. Go ahead and help her, slide it forward. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend both legs, and I'm gonna give more weight on my back leg, okay? So weight on the back leg, but both legs are still bent, and we're gonna hold it right there. Exercise those legs. And remember, kids, with a back stance, you want the weight to be on the back leg. So that's one way to remember it. Good job. And feet back together. Now we're gonna do the other leg, okay? So we're gonna take the leg on our left side, the toes will go ahead and face sideways, and the other toe is going to be facing straight. So if you look down, you should see that L. Take the leg where the toes are facing forward and slide it forward. All right, now bend both legs and put more weight on the back leg. Again, back stance, back leg gets the weight. And let's hold it there for a little bit. Good, and relax, feet together again. All right, kids. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and open up our legs a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, okay? So we're gonna be right about here, good. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure our toes are facing forward, and we're gonna bend both legs evenly. This is called horse riding stance, okay? So we wanna have both legs bent evenly, just like we're riding a horse, okay? Let's hold it there really quick. And if you're feeling the burn, good job, and relax. All right, so those are the three stances we're going over for this cycle. We have forward stance, back stance, and horse riding stance, okay? So kids, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put them together in some kind of structure, okay? We're gonna modify it a little bit just in case you have a small living room. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna do our forward stance, okay? So we're gonna do it by counting, okay? So when I say 1, just like we do in class, my helper's gonna go 1, sir, all right? So everyone, we're gonna start with our forward stance again. Shake the left leg, and we're gonna step forward. But before we step forward, I wanna have those hands made into a fist. And we're gonna put it right here by our side near our belt, okay? Good job, all right? And my helpers, let's go ahead and sound off. Ready? Shake the left leg, and we're gonna step forward, and forward stance, 1.
1, sir.
Good. And we're gonna take the other leg, our back leg, we're gonna step forward, 2.
2, sir.
Good. All right, now the leg in front, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually step back. And we're gonna do it on 3. Ready? And 3. Back.
3, sir.
3, sir.
Good. Again, we're gonna step back one more time. And make sure your front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Take this time to look at it, kids. Good. And step back, 4.
4, sir.
Good job. And feet together. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but with our back stance, okay? So we'll start with our left leg first. Ready? So we're gonna step forward and we're gonna turn over and sideways. Okay, ready? And feet together again. And ready? 1.
1, sir.
Bend both legs. And 2.
2, sir.
Good. Now we're gonna take our front leg and step back on 3. Go back to our back stance. Ready? And 3.
3, sir.
Bend the legs. Make sure both legs are bent. And 4.
4, sir.
Good. And feet together. Good job. Now our last one is our horse riding stance. So we're gonna take our left leg first, and then we're gonna step forward and have our body facing sideways. Okay. Body facing sideways. Both legs bent. All right. Ready, kids? And let's go ahead and start. I want to hear my helpers over here sound off. Ready? And hands to our side. Make sure you have that fist. And step forward, horse riding stance. 1.
1, sir.
Good. And step forward. 2.
2, sir.
Good. Now we're going to step backwards. Okay, ready? And 3.
3, sir.
4.
4, sir.
Good. And Julie. Good. And face the front. Chit. Kinye. Okay, kids. So that was our curriculum stance forms. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little kicking drill. Okay. So for the kicking drill, oh, yes, sir. All right.
Okay.
So before we go to our kicking drills, kids, Master Garmi is right here. He reminded me we're actually going to go through a quick history on our blocking form, or our stance forms, I'm sorry. Okay, because obviously if you've seen UFC fights, you don't see them doing those traditional stances, okay? But Master Garmi here, he's going to go ahead and explain why.
All right, so these stances go back thousands of years. So the recorded history of Taekwondo goes back 5,000 years, and that's just about any martial art. Human history goes about 5,000 years back. So they have actually cave drawings of people doing these stances. So let's analyze the stance a little bit. Let me have you hold these for me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So we got the forward stance, which got our knee bent and back leg straight. This is to make us grounded, okay? So imagine there's 100 men beside me, all holding shields. Let me have my shield, sir. Just like that. So we got our shield up here ready for, troops coming in. And I got my spear here or my sword on my side, okay? So this position, does it look familiar? I'll show you. So when you learn your stance form, you're going to be learning outside block in a chambered hand like this, okay? So what that emulates is holding a shield and having a sword or spear ready for doing what swords and spears do, okay? So imagine myself again, 300 men this way, 300 men that way, and here comes the enemy, and they come in, oh, look what happens to him. He gets it right in the gut, okay? So that's that motion. So we got our shield up in case they crash into us. This back leg is straight so it can dig into the ground. When he hits this shield, I'm just really solid, rock solid. And again, we got this poker over here to do what it does. Okay, that's forward stance. It's just for troops to make a line and hold their ground. That's what that was for. Thank you, sir. Then we got the back stance. So the back stance is like this. One point pointing straight ahead, back foot pointing that way. And this is for archery. Okay, so you'll see in Taekwondo, there's double 9-count blocks middle, double low, double high. And so that's just recreating archery poses, for shooting arrows. So that's what they had to do. Of course, you have the horse riding stance, both legs equally bent, hands chambered here or here. So what we're doing is riding a horse. And so they would practice for hours in this horse stance to make their legs strong. So they practice all their moves, practice their blocks and their punches in their horse stance to make their legs strong because they would have to ride horses all day. They didn't have cars 500 years ago or 5,000 years ago. They rode horses. So these stances are traditional from traditional warfare. Okay, so and we still do them today for practice making legs strong. All right, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Garmi, sir. All right, and my helper, let's go ahead back onto the mat. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, kids, so what we're going to be working on is we're going to work on technique for our kicking, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start it with our drills on the floor. So I want everyone to sit Taekwondo 10 right where you are. Good job. A little bit closer. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to lean to one side. But when I lean, I want to make sure that I have my body staying sideways, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take one arm and we're going to bend it. Go ahead, my helpers, take one arm and bend it. And we're going to use it to lean on one side. And my other leg is going to shoot out, okay? So the leg that's on the ground, that's going to be bent. And the leg that's out here, it's going to be the one that's kicking, okay? And I'm going to have it on the floor, okay? All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and chamber our leg. Chambering means basically bending my leg, okay? So this is a chamber. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do on 1. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate first. This is 1, and when I say 2, we're gonna go ahead and point our feet out and do a roundhouse kick. So keep our leg sideways, we're gonna point the toes and keep the foot sideways so we're kicking with our instep. When I say 3, we're gonna bend and land. Okay, so one more time. When I say 1, we're gonna bend the leg and chamber. 2, I'm gonna kick out, point the toes out. 3, bend and land. All right, so my helpers, we're gonna do it along with you guys at home. Okay, ready? So when I say 1, you guys are gonna go and say 1, sir. Ready? And 1.
1, sir.
A little bit louder. 2. Kick.
2, sir.
3.
3, sir.
And land. Let's do it again. Ready? And 1. Chamber.
1, sir.
2.
2, sir.
3.
3, sir.
And land. Good. All right. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay. So we're doing it 3 times each leg, but mom and dad, feel free to practice this as much as you want after this class is done. Okay. So you can do it over and over again. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same position, but on the other side now. So again, have your arm bent and lean on it, and keep your body sideways. The leg that's on the ground is gonna be bent, and your other leg that's kicking is gonna be out. Okay. So again, I'm gonna run through it. 1, we're gonna chamber. 2, we're gonna kick out. Make sure those toes are pointing out. And 3, bend again and land, okay? So ready? My helper is going to count along with me and nice and loud. Ready? 1.
1, sir.
1, sir.
A little bit louder. 1.
1, sir.
Chamber that leg. And 2, kick.
2, sir.
And 3, bend
3, sir.
and land. Let's do it again. Ready? And 1.
1, sir.
Chamber. 2, kick.
2, sir.
2, sir.
And 3,
3, sir.
3, sir.
good. All right. So that's doing it on the ground, okay? So now, mom and dad, we're going to give you a chance. If you have a chair available somewhere that's nice and stable, go ahead and grab that. If you happen to be in the living room by your couch, you could use the armrest as balance, okay? So my helpers over here, they're going to go and grab their chair and they're going to sit up really quick. You guys can do the same at home. So on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow Mr. Jeremy's chair. We're going to do the same exact thing, but we're using the chair as balance, okay? So same thing, I'm going to go 1, I'm going to bend my leg, chamber, okay? And 2, I'm going to kick out, point the toes out, and 3, bend, and 4, land to my starting position, okay? So one more time, I'm going to go 1, chamber, 2, kick out, 3, bend, and land. All right. So my helpers are going to go and demonstrate. You guys at home, you're going to go ahead and do it along with them. Okay. So go ahead and we're going to start with our right leg in front first, and use that chair or that armrest on the couch as balance. If you guys aren't able to grab a chair or a couch somewhere nearby, mom and dad, if you're nearby, go ahead and let's pretend Mr. Jeremy is my mom or my dad. I'm going to be the student. I'm going to use them as balance, okay, mom and dad, so you can help your child out a little bit. All right, ready? And you're going to sound it off with me, kids. Ready? And 1.
1, sir.
Good. Make sure you have that leg bent. 2, kick it out.
2, sir.
3, bend
3, sir.
and land. Okay, let's do it again. Ready? 1.
1, sir.
All right, so when I have that 1, I want to make sure that I have my foot all the way bent. All the way bent. So I have little space between my leg and my thigh, okay? And 2, kick out.
2, sir.
3,
3,
and land. Good. Let's do it one more time. Ready? And same like Mr. Jeremy. Ready? 1,
1, sir.
2,
2, sir.
3,
3, sir.
land. Good. All right. So this is something new. So you're feeling a little burn right here, some aching in your side. So we're gonna go and switch and work on the other leg. All right. So go ahead and switch it up. Find your balance on your chair, on your couch, or on mom or dad. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and pick up that leg. Ready? And 1.
1, sir.
Good. 2,
2, sir.
3,
3, sir.
and 4. Good. One more time. I'm sorry. Leg on the ground. No 4. Ready? Let's do it again. Ready? And sorry, Miss Lynn, I'm covering you. Let's go. 1, chamber. 2, kick.
2, sir.
3, bend the knee. And 4, chamber. Good. And one more time. Ready? 1, chamber, bend the knee. 2, kick it out.
2, sir.
3, bend and land. Good job, kids. All right, so again, mom and dad, we're only doing it 3 times each leg. because if your child hasn't done it before, it might be a little bit sore. But go ahead and feel free to take that quick rest and repeat it as much as you guys want for the next 2 or 3 days or throughout the week, okay? And also, don't forget, mom and dad, not just to go straight to the chair, but for your child, make sure they start on the floor first, okay? That way they can warm up their legs a little bit more so the muscles can go ahead and adjust when they go to that chair, okay? And then ultimately, they could get a little bit higher and higher, or they can also do it without the support of the parent or the support of the chair, okay? So at this time, let's go ahead and do another quick water break. We're gonna do a little bit quicker, so go ahead and run and get that water break. My kids over here, they can get that water, and you guys go and run to that kitchen and get that quick water break as well. All right, so 10 more seconds, kids. 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's see who's gonna be back in their living room or on the mat first. My students or the students at home? Let's see. And 0. Good job. All right, so what we're gonna do now, again, mom and dad, even though we're online, we're still gonna go ahead and continue with our huddle, okay? So huddle, again, is just as important as punching, just as important as kicking, just of course defending ourselves, okay? So that huddle is something that we really hold valuable to our school to teach your kids those life lessons, okay? Something that they can carry on, not just in the martial arts school, but out there in life, okay? And at school or wherever they are, okay? So,
All right, students, have a seat right here.
Yes, sir.
Sit down right here, cross your legs, Taekwondo 10, sit nice and straight. All right, everybody say good manners.
Good man.
Everybody say good manners.
Good manners.
All right, so let's hold our Taekwondo 10, look nice and sharp here. All right, so we're gonna be talking about good manners for the next 5 weeks, okay? So what does it mean to have good manners? What does that mean? Does anybody know what it means? What does it mean to have good manners? What do you think, ma'am?
Good habits.
I like be polite.
Be polite.
Be polite, that's right. I would say be courteous
Be courteous.
and be respectful.
Be respectful.
Very good, all right. And why should we have good manners? Why is it important to have good manners? And we know why? Why should we do it? Why should we do it? You make good friends. You make great first impressions. Doors might be open for you for opportunities, and favors might be given. People have to like you to do these things, is that right? So the way to have people like you is to have good manners. Is that right? Can we say yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to talk about the magic words. They say magic words. Do you have any examples of magic words? What are some good examples, sir? Please. What else? Ma'am? Thank you. Yes. You're welcome. That's right. So here's some magic words. Everybody say please.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
May I?
May I?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
We
sir.
do that a lot here, don't we? Also, a good example of good manners is keep your elbows off the dinner table. And maybe you say, please pass the salt, and say, hey, give me that salt. Okay? You say, please pass the salt, and cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. Those are good manners, good habits. Is that right? Can we see yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So the magic words are please and thank you, may I, excuse me, and others like that. Can anybody think of another one? Anything else besides that? That's about them, huh? That's about all of them. All right. So also, saying the magic words is not enough. You got to use the right tonality. Ever say tonality?
Tonality.
So when I was a young kid and my mom would call me, it was based on her tone and how she said my name, on whether or not I was in trouble or going to get ice cream, okay? So there's a tone for ice cream and a tone for trouble, right? So if she said, hey, David, come on in, let's get some, David, come inside, and was that a good day or a bad day?
Good day.
That was a good day, there might be some ice cream waiting at the end of that day, right? So I said, you could hear in her tone that mom was pleased with me, right? Or if she said, David Ray Garmany, oh boy, all 3 names, okay? Mom uses 3 names, that's trouble, right? So was that going to be a good day or a bad day?
Bad day.
Bad day. She probably saw that I didn't clean my room or something, right? And so tonality is really important, okay? So we're going to practice that, okay? We're going to say the magic words, like the right words to say, but maybe the wrong tonality. I need somebody to help me out. Let's see. How about, we're here, I'll give you the first one we're going to do. We're going to say, please, like you're angry, like you're so mad, just say please. Who wants to do that one? All right, go ahead, Kate, Miley, come on up here. Stand right over here. All right, so you're going to let's look at the camera and say please, like you're just so angry.
Please.
Oh man, give her a hand. That was pretty good acting there. I like it. She was very angry. I was totally convinced. Very nice, good. So that didn't mean please, did it? That meant something else besides please, but it was that word, it was a different tonality. Okay, who could say thank you like they're teasing someone? Come on. We know you're 12 years old. You're a pro. Come on up here. Let's see what we got. Say thank you like you're teasing someone with some sassiness in it. Go ahead, be sassy.
Thank you.
Oh, that was pretty sassy. Give her a hand. That was. Oh man, she wasn't feeling that sassy. All right. I bet you at home. Try it out. I bet you need to do better. Don't do it towards mom though. That's trouble. Okay, don't do that. Okay, now who can say excuse me like you're so afraid? You're so afraid. Jeremy volunteered. I saw him put his hand up. Come on, Jeremy. Like you just open the door. There's a ghost, and just say excuse me to that ghost. Go ahead, sir. Excuse me. Oh, he was terrified. Give him a hand. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Now let's say please like you're being polite and the right way to do it. Okay, come up here, man. Miss Miley's always very polite. All right, so tell them please like you're very polite.
Please.
Oh, that was super polite. Give her a hand. Very good. She can get whatever she wants. She can get the first piece of pizza. Okay, so which one of these sounded better? Is it the tonality one where you were being mad, or you were teasing someone, or you were afraid, or you were saying polite and friendly? Which one was better? Polite and friendly, of course, was better, okay? And which way would you want someone to talk to you? Polite and friendly, that's right. So we got to send that out there. Even though sometimes we're not feeling polite, because sometimes we have a bad mood. Anybody ever wake up in a bad mood? Not the 12-year-old, absolutely not. Okay, so, oh, mom's over there. Okay, so we all wake up in a bad mood sometimes. That's normal human stuff. You just wake up like, Okay, but then you still got to turn in that polite, so we're not making our household a little crazy. Is that right? Can we say yes, sir?
Yes,
So everybody say magic words. Everybody say right tonality.
Right tonality.
I'm going to give you a challenge, kids. I want you to try to use the magic words at home, okay, with your parents today, and definitely use the right tonality, okay? So that's good stuff. So try to do it 3 times, okay? In fact, I'm going to give you another challenge. I want you to post on Facebook, on our Facebook, if you guys did that. Tell me the scenarios of how you use the 3 different kind of magic words and how that worked out for you, okay? So that's your challenge. Go and work on that. Tag us on Facebook on that one. All right, so you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, kids. My kids on the mat. Let's go and stand up. Say yes, sir.
Sir.
All right. Let's go line up at the edge of the mat. Hands behind your back. All right. So just like what we do in our regular classes, Mom and Dad, we want to end the class with a fun game, okay? And guess what? The good part about this is you guys, Mom and Dad, could actually jump in with the fun game with your child now, okay, at home. So I'm going to have Miss Miley. She's going to go ahead and be my partner right here when we set that example. So what Miss Miley is going to do is she's going to go ahead and she's going to take her arms, and Mom and Dad, you could do this. She's going to go ahead and put it horizontal, okay? So like she's going to be clapping this way, okay? We're going to call these the crocodile arms, okay? Or the crocodile teeth. Now Miss Miley has it. So kids, you at home, the students are going to go ahead and we're going to work on your speed, okay? So Miss Miley and parents, you're going to have your arms out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep my hands open, and I'm going to try to get it in between and out as fast as I can, okay? So what I want to do is this, ready? And try to bring it back as fast as I can. So we have 5 fingers on our hand, all right? So what we're going to do is if Mom and Dad happens to go ahead and catch my hand, guess what? I lose a finger, okay? So that's 1 finger down. So that gives us 5 tries, okay? So if I do it again, and if she gets me again, it's 3 fingers left, so 3 tries left. So the whole point of the game is I want to try to be fast enough where I keep all my fingers, okay? So I can't see you guys at home, but if I asked you who wants to keep their fingers, usually I would see you guys all raise your hands, right? Okay, so make sure you try to move as fast as you can. So the key is I want to keep my hand in, and I want to point it out straight and come back fast, okay? So we're actually going to do it with you guys, all right? So Mom and Dad, go ahead and set up right across with your child. Miss Maya, let's go right here where the camera is, and Mr. Jeremy and Vicky, you guys gonna go ahead and set up. Make sure you guys back up a little bit so the camera can catch you. And we're gonna do it all together, okay? So Mom and Dad, get ready. Students, get ready. All right, so Mom and Dad, you have those alligators, all right, ready? And kids, ready? You have 5 chances, okay? 5 chances. I want to see who has more fingers at the end of this game. Ready? And go. Miss Smiley got me with 1. 2. She got me another one. I got 3 fingers. She got me again. And last chance. She got me. I got 1 finger left. Oh, man. How many fingers do you have, Mr. Jeremy? You have all 5? All right. Good job. All right. So, kids, here's the fun part. Now, you guys get to be the alligator, all right? How many times you get to bite Mom or Dad on the hand, all right? With your arms, okay? Not in real life, okay? So, kids, it's going to put those arms out. And we're going to have the Mom or Dad try to get their hands in and out as fast as they can. Ready? And Mom and Dad, you have 5 tries to try to keep all fingers on your hand. Ready? And go. Man, oh, I only got one from Miley. How about you guys? How you guys doing? 4. All right. And Miss Miley finished with 4. All right. So let's do it one more time, okay? And let's do this. Whoever ends up with the most fingers gets to tell the other person which bedroom to clean. All right. So we'll do that. All right. So mom and dad, if you guys win, you get to tell the kids what bedroom to clean. And kids, guess what? If you guys win, you get to tell mom and dad what bedroom to clean. All right. Ready? And let's do it again. Students first. Parents, you have the alligator mouths. Ready? And go. Oh, 4 fingers for me. How many do you have, Mr. Jeremy? 5. All right, ready, Smiley? And let's switch it up. So students, you're gonna have your arms up. And parents, you're gonna try to get the hands in. Ready? And go. Good. All right, so who won over here? Ooh, and I had 4 also, so it's a tie between us. All right, so mom and dad at home and your child, if you guys are looking at each other, let's decide. All right, so mom and dad, if you won, you get to tell your kids what bedroom to clean, all right? But kids, if you won, you get to pick which bedroom mom and dad get to clean. But guess what, kids? You got to help mom and dad too clean that room, all right? Good job. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have my helpers go ahead and sit, tap on the edge of the mat. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys one last challenge, okay? So Master Garmy gave you guys a good manners challenge, so make sure you guys do that. And mom and dad, make sure you guys record that on Facebook, explaining the situation and how your child showed good manners, okay? Now, as you can see, I have my commas in my hand, okay? So it wasn't too long ago where we used our commas, okay? So the comma form should be pretty fresh in your mind, okay? So let's do a quick review on the commas, okay? So what we have in our comma form is we have 3 moves, 3 main moves. We have our stab, boom, good job. And I'm gonna actually do it this angle so you guys can see. It's gonna be up and down. There's the stab. And I have the chop where I bring it across my shoulder. This is a stab. The chop is gonna go across my shoulder and chop out. So it's gonna be across. And I have my Z cut. So with the Z cut, I wanna start on the top and we'll go diagonal in, diagonal out, okay? So it's gonna go here. Okay, so quick review again. I have the stab. I have the chop, where I bring it to my shoulder, and out, and the Z cut, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and have a little contest, okay? You guys are gonna have to come up with your own comma form, okay? So you remember your comma forms when we had this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we had it all the way up to here, and we moved on depending on your belt level. Well, you guys are gonna be creative, all right? You're gonna have this time to practice at home and come up with your own cool comma form, okay? And with that comma form, mom and dad, go ahead and record them. When they have it all ready and it looks sharp, go ahead and post it on Facebook or on Instagram or on YouTube and tag the DMA209, okay? So we can see it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get together as a staff and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick a winner who has the best form, okay? And we're gonna give out a power stripe and maybe some other kind of prize for that, okay? So kids at home, you get 2 chances to get that power stripe, okay? So we have the good manners one, all right? And we also have the comma challenge. So make sure you guys practice on that, all right? All right, and we're also gonna have my students over here, they're gonna practice at home also, and they're gonna try to get that power stripe and that prize also, okay? So make sure you guys practice on that. All right, kids, so let's go ahead and close out this class. Glad you guys were able to join. Mom and dad, we are gonna save this video so you can search it up back on YouTube to rewatch, to practice Tuesday and Wednesday. What we're doing is we're gonna start another video on Thursday. So we have an A day and B day, okay, mom and dad? So make sure you guys keep an eye on that and keep following us on Facebook to check on those updates, what's going on. And again, we will be reopening April 1, so make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. We look forward to seeing you guys then, okay? All right, kids, let's go and bow out. My kids, stand up. Ready, stand up. Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's turn back. And let's put our hands on our heart. And my kids at home too, let's put our hands on our heart and we're gonna recite the tenets of Taekwondo. Ready? Nice and loud. Ready? Courtesy.
Courtesy.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Self-control.
Self-control.
Indomitable spirit.
Indomitable spirit.
How do we lead?
By example, sir.
What's our goal?
Likewise, sir.
And when do we quit?
Never, sir.
Good job. And if you're right there in front of us, let's go ahead and do our power circle. Ready? On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 하나, 둘, 셋. And fist pump in the air. And we'll see you guys next stream.
How many views?